In this lesson, we're going to learn about the Japanese terms used to talk about our family members. In Japanese, there's a set of words we use when talking about somebody else's family members, and a different set of words to use when we're talking about our own family members. A little bit like we would talk about a mother and then talk about our mum, or a father and talk about our dad. Firstly, we'll start off looking at the terms when we're talking about somebody else's family. The first person we'll talk about is somebody else's mother. The Japanese word for somebody else's mother is o-ka-a-sa-n. O-ka-san. The o meaning honourable, and the san being of a polite ending. The middle section, ka, reminds us that our mum is the one who drives us to our part-time jobs, drives us to our sporting events, and is always in the car. Easy to remember. O-ka-san. O-ka-san. Mother. The next person we'll look at is father, or somebody else's father. He is generally the tallest while we're young, so we can call him Oto-san, thinking about the word tall when we remember to, Oto-san. Obviously, as we get older, we end up the same height as our fathers, or taller as still. But Oto-san is easy to remember if we think about tall. Just like mother, it has the o, meaning honourable, and the san for polite ending. In Japanese, we have a different word for older brother and sister as opposed to younger brother and sister. So we'll start off with the term for older brother. An older brother is oni-san. Oni-san. And the trick I use to remember that is we sit on our older brother's knee. Or maybe we did when we were younger. Oni-san. Then we have our older sister. She is one-san. I think of ne referring to netball. One-san. Our older sister might play netball. It's just an easy way to remember the word. One-san. When we get to our younger siblings, or our little brother and little sister, we have different words for them. The word for our little sister does not start with o. It's actually imoto-san. Imoto-san. And maybe your little sister's one of those kids that jumps out of trees or jumps off high things thinking she is immortal. Easy way to remember it. Imoto-san. Little brother is ototo-san. And I always think he wants to be as tall as Dad, or Oto-san, but he's only as big as your toe. Ototo-san. Ototo-san. Grandmother would be Oba-san. Grandfather, Oji-san. There are different ways of remembering Oba-san and Oji-san, but you can come up with some of your own ideas as well. Oba-san, grandmother. Oji-san, grandfather, when talking about somebody else's family. So let's go through those terms again. Oto-san, father. Oka-san, mother. Oni-san, older brother. One-san, older sister. Imoto-san, younger sister. Ototo-san, younger brother. Oji-san, grandfather. Oba-san, grandmother. The next section will talk about our own family members. Now these words are comparatively shorter and somewhat easy to remember in most cases. If we're talking about mum, we say ha-ha. And it's not polite to laugh at your mum, but it's an easy way to remember ha-ha, mum. You don't need to say watashi no haha, meaning my mum, because haha means my mum. For dad, we learn the term chichi. Chichi, being dad. Just the word chichi means my dad. You don't need to add any more to it. Your older sister, when talking about your own family, is ane. A-ne. We remember the polite one was o-ne-san, but our own older sister is simply a-ne. Ane. Our own older brother is a-ni, because the polite version is o-ni-san, so that's shortened to ani. Be careful not to call him Oni, because Oni is a devil. Ani, older brother. My older brother, Ani. Our own little sister, we just drop the son and call her Imoto. Imoto, little sister. My little sister. And for our own little brother, we call him Ototo, just dropping the son. Ototo. Our own grandparents also have their own words when we're talking about our own family, and they are sobo for grandma and sofu for grandpa. An easy way to remember them would say, Grandpa's always soft. He gives us pocket money and looks after us. Sofu. It may not be true, but it's an easy way to remember it. And Grandma might be so boring when she rants and raves. It may not be true, but it's an easy way to remember it. Sobo, grandma. Sofu, grandpa. Let's look at those terms again. Haha, mum. Chichi, dad. Ane, older sister. Ani, older brother. Imoto, my little sister. Imoto. Ototo, my little brother. Ototo. Sobo, grandma. And sofu, grandpa. And these are the terms when we're talking about our own family members. Just like putting my in front of the English word. So you have two sets of words to learn. The set of family members for somebody else's family, and then the set of words for your own family members.